So Chok Israel of Friday Parashat Tazriah. So Friday it's the only Masechet of Niddah, because it's the only Masechet in Seder Ta'arot. So every Friday we're going to learn a piece of Masechet Niddah. So in Niddah, back then we had a different blood, meaning that we know that when a lady sees blood coming out, she becomes Niddah, she's forbidden to her husband. Now, according to Torah, not every blood, every, we call it liquid, whatever, that will come from the lady and the wife is making her impure and forbidden to her husband. According to Torah, only if it's really red, not brown, not black, not yellow, has to be, and not even red, even pink, it is not considered, some red and pink will not be considered tameh, will not be considered asur. Has to be 5 types of red. As of today, because we don't know these 5 types of red, so we are saying that any red should be forbidden to a husband. Any red. But in the time of the Gemara, still we had Tanaim, Amoraim, that will know the difference and they will check what red is asur and what red is mutar. Today, obviously, like I said, has to be only either yellow, either really, really brown. But any pink, red should be forbidden. Whatever, you can ask a rab, but any red, pink or red should be asur. Now, so the Gemara says, "Ukumeme adama," means like one of the 5 colors. The Gemara brings 5 ways, 5 different colors. So the Gemara brings us example from the nature. So one of them is meme adama, water, groundwater. What does that mean? Tanu Abanan, ki meme adama, mevi adama shmena. It brings like muddy, okay? You say adama?
Ground.
Ground, yeah, but
of the earth.
Yeah, earth, like you take a piece of the earth, but it has to be like soft. Shmena mibikat bet kerem umetzif alea mayim, and from this place called Bikat Bet Kerem, which was red, reddish. Again, it's not red like we say today paraduma. Okay, what's paraduma?
Off the earth, right?
No, the what do you call it?
Red heifer.
Red?
Para aduma. Red
Yeah,
heifer.
but
The ashes of the
red
yeah.
cow.
Yeah.
red cow.
Really, there's no red. It's like very, very brown, which looks like
Red.
flashing red, but it's not the red like this chair. Okay? It's not red. There's no cow that's going to be red. We're talking about brown, very, so here the ground also is very red, is very has a tend to be red. So what do? You take it from this place called Bikat Bet Kerem, and we put on top of it water. Tzif alea mayim. Divrei Rabbi Meir. Rabbi Akiva omer mibikat Yotfat. Rabbi Akiva argues and he says you need to bring it not from Bikat Bet Kerem, you need to bring it from the valley of Yotfat. Just argument from where do you bring the mud. Rabbi Yossi omer mibikat Sichni, he says no, you need to bring it from Bikat Sichni. Rabbi Shimon omer af mibikat Ginosal v'Katzevayin. Rabbi Shimon says no, you can bring it even from Bikat Ginosal. Tanya Idach, we have another Braita, another Mishnah. וכממי אדמה, מביא אדמה שמנה מבקעת בית כרם, this is like רבי מאיר, ומציף עליה מים כקליפת השום. Here the Mishnah is giving us a different way of how to put the water. Over there we said you cover it with water, we didn't say how much water. Here it says you cover it, but has to be just a thin layer, very thin layer of water, and that is like the onion, the skin of the onion. This much water, meaning that if you put too much water, it's going to be too muddy, and it's going to have a different color. But if it's too dry, it's going to have a different color.
Why are we putting water on the earth clay thingy?
This is just to find the right color, which is going to make the lady,
Niddah.
if the blood
I see.
that came out from the lady is similar to that mud with the water,
She's forbidden.
She's forbidden. But if it's less red than that, because over there with the Mishnah before that says that this is the lowest red. If it's redder than that, of course, it's obviously it's asur. If it's red like the chair, for sure it's asur. This mud is less red than this chair.
Right.
Even though it's this less, it's more like brown, but it's more brownish than this red. Still, she's forbidden. Until you get so red that it becomes black. If it's so dark red, black, so this is okay also. But all between the black and this brown, this red, that looks like this place, so that's also. By the way, here in California also we have like red places, right? In the canyons and
Yes.
it's like red ground. It's like really over there we can understand what the Mishnah is referring here. We are talking about red places, not these places that we brought, Bikat Yotfat, Bikat Sichni. And now when you put too much water, it can become too soft, too much different color. When it's too dry, it can be even too brown. So that's why we need to put this little bit water. Now, ve'en shiur lamayim, mishum de'en shiur la'afar. Meaning, there's no quantity for the water because there's no quantity for the sand. Means you don't have to take it just this much of sand. You can put a lot of sand. But after you put so much sand, you have to put again so much water that will cover the sand with just a thin layer of water on top. Now, so this is how much sand and how much water we need to put. But the Mishnah says, "Ve'en bodkin otan tzlulin ela achurim." After I put that much of water on the sand, I need to have this mixture being like, how do you say, achur? Not clean. The water should not be clean. It should be mixed with the sand. Ve'im tzalelu chozer v'ochan. If the sand, when you leave it standing, the sand will go down and the water will go up, right? So again, the water will be clear. So again, the color will be wrong. So I need again to come and mix it together to have the right color. And when you do that, you have to do that with a vessel and not with your hand. Why? Because then when you mix it, the water will not move from the sand. The mixture should stay with the sand. This is the Gemara. We want to continue the mitzvah because it's related to each other.
Yes.
So this is the continuation of the Tazria. The Gemara continues. Ivayalu. The Gemara is asking a question. When we say that we need to mix it with your hands, that you cannot mix it with your hands and you have to use like a spoon, okay? דלא לירמה בידי ולהכירנו, אבל במנה כי אחלה בידי שבידמי, או דילמה דלא להכירנו בידי אלא במנה. The Gemara doesn't understand. When you said that you should not mix it, I already explained to you according to the conclusion of the Gemara. But the Gemara had a question before that. What do you mean that you should not mix it? Do you mean that you should not take the sand with your hand like that and mix it in your hands? And that's wrong. But if I have it in a vessel, I can still mix it with my hands? Or no? Even when it's in a vessel, I still need to mix it with a spoon and not with my hands. That's the two options in the Gemara. The Gemara says, Tashema, come and listen. We have a Gemara that says, Kishu Botkan, en Botkan el Abakos. When he checks it, he needs to check the sand with the water only in the cup. So meaning that we have another place where it says it needs to be in the cup. So when I tell you it needs to be with a kli, not with your hands, has to be that the mixture should be with a spoon and not with your hand. ועדיין תיבלה, בדיקה בכוס עקירה במאי, תיקו. And still, we can ask the question, maybe בדיקה בכוס, maybe that the
Examination.
the examination should be in a cup, but the mixture could be also in the spoon. You're right that we don't have a conclusion about exactly about the checking, but the cup has to be inside the cup. You see, even in the time of the Amoraim, which is Rabbi Ba'avua, Amar Lehu bimkoma shaninu. He is coming to add another condition. He says, in order to define which color is it, you have to check it in the place, in the exact place where this red ground is, this red earth is. Because an example, if I will take, it's common by when I try to do like illusion and stuff like that. Let's say I compare this red with this red, okay?
Right.
I put them together, this is going to be less red than if I will put it here.
Right.
You understand?
Yes.
This red is the same red, but when I look at both,
But it's in comparison.
in comparison to that, the eye catches both of them, so here is like redder than when I put it
Yes,
here,
yes.
because this is darker background.
Yes.
So Rabbi Ba'avua is coming to teach us that when we said that you can check it, you have to be in the same place when all the earth around you is red, and you take your cup with this red with water and you check it. But if I'm gonna bring it to a different place where the ground is around it is not red, then again I'm gonna lose the right color. The right color. But again, this is not halacha l'maaseh. Like we said, today any red, and some rabbanim are even saying some brown that is close to red. This is a big issue as of today, the brown color.
So
That's why it's always good to, whenever you have something like that, unless it's to always ask a Rav, that's for sure.
yeah, over here also comes to remind us aselecha Rav, because if after a person gets married, then he goes to one Rav, the Rav gets to know the wife's discharges. So would have an easier time to decide, to see on the examination cloth, what is this blood? Is this really blood or is this the discharge? And this way would render if the lady needs to count one more day through the purity and all that.
So usually yellow, if the lady, after many times that she asks her Rabbanim, and she understands that it's okay, so we could say it's okay. But beside yellow, usually you should go ask a Rav.
Toda Rabba, Hazak Baruch. Aviad, what Gemara talks about